Welcome, fans and collectors of the horror genre. Today, I have The Bride of Frankenstein, starring Karloff. It's the ultimate Bride of Frankenstein figure by Neca, with likeness of Elsa Lanchester here as the bride. It's been a little while since I've gotten a new Universal Monsters figure, and this is one of my most anticipated. I will be getting this one. This is the color version, by the way. I will be getting this in black and white because I have not. I don't need to justify that. But we had this wonderful poster artwork here on the front of the box. On the side, we have some product shots of Frankenstein, and we have other product shots of the Bride of Frankenstein. Bride of Frankenstein. And we have credit where credit is due here at the bottom. And on the back, we have product shots in this nice, lovely retro horror style that they've come to put on everything. Universal Monsters. It's great. It's great. I love everything about this packaging. I don't say the packaging, but I love everything about this packaging. It's great. And before I crack it open, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you are not already a subscriber. I will have some more of these. I just got my pile of loot, so I will have maybe 1 or 2 more horror-related figures coming up in the next few weeks for unboxing. And we open it up. We have a nice, lovely product shot here of the bride. And we have the bride herself. We can look at. Of course, we will get a closer inspection after we open this up, so let's grab Mr. Pointy and crack this open. If you haven't already, make sure you pick up a Neca Frankenstein accessory set for this. Actually, they might even be coming a specific one just for the bride. That box is empty. We'll set that aside. Here's the background. And the background, as you can see, is a lab. It looks like they have a full diorama set up here at NECA, and they just shift the camera over a little bit and take a picture of this, because I'm pretty sure this looks like part of one of the other backgrounds, which I would love to have. I would love to have a giant diorama where I could just, here, Universal Monsters all over the place. It looks like this is not held together by plastic or strapping, so we can just pop this off. Nope, it's held together by filming. Right there. There's some strapping. This is a unique package in that she is covered by plastic here, but the heads are exposed, so I can touch the heads. What is that? And there's one more right there. I like this packaging because I can't cut the figure herself as easily. All right, that's been removed. Yeah, that's a new oop. Everything's falling out. Okay, I thought this would be an extra set of cloth there. It's just very long, which is cool. So first things to fall out are these little bits, which are just extra bandages to take off. They're very soft. They're not wired or anything, but you probably could manipulate them if you need to, to remove the bandage from her face. I wonder if we will get a Dr. Frankenstein himself. So, only one set of alternate hands, it looks like. The outward, I don't know what you say, outstretched hands. Nice strapping, bandages. Focus. Nice detailing on the bandages. Very dainty. Very feminine looking. This thing, oh, this is a cover for her face. To cover her face completely. That's pretty cool. So that should click right to the fully bandaged face mask. Alternate head. This alternate head. So when she's waking up before she's fully awake, her head is completely covered. So we could put bandages on like so, or however we need to. So that's cool. Doesn't exactly click into anything. You can see where it's supposed to fit over, or is this actually? Yeah, I'm not going to, but it looks like you take that off. Yeah, you take that off and that pops into place here. That's why there's a little vent in there. So that'll replace there. That's in there pretty tight, so, but that's pretty cool. Just cover that up. And like so, you pop that out and pop that in place. We're not going to do that for this video, because I'll spend too much time messing with that. And I'm sure that's not very entertaining. Plus, you want to get to the figure herself. Where did that come from? Oh, that was holding her legs in place. Here's an alternate head, the screaming head. Very iconic scene. Nice detailing of the stitching. Sometimes they forget that her face is actually someone else's face, and she is a piece of parts. But that is a great likeness. Well, that is a great sculpt. A little divot on her chin. I've done some paintings and illustrations of her over the years. Yeah, that's great. That's an awesome likeness. All right, let's pull the actual figure out. There's a silica packet in there, of course. Do not eat that. It's taped in. A little bit of a recess there for it. And she, of course, comes with cloth back things. So we have the ties here on the back, keeping that on. We'll remove it momentarily. Mine will have that on there at all times. I don't see any frayed edges on mine. They've gotten better. It's very, very soft, very microfiber, and it's sheer, so you can get that effect there, which I always, it has this, I don't know, the whole scene with her is very morbid and alluring, and it's meant to elicit, or at least it elicits a lot of emotion, a lot of weird feelings. You can tighten these up. These are just threads there. So we can tighten that up. I'm not going to actually tie that. Mainly you're going to be seeing her from the front. But that way you can stand her up and it can drag. Like so. That face sculpt, oops, is also, focus, There we go. It's the plain stare ahead look. I mean, kind of like a relaxed face look. There we go. But that's also a very good sculpt. She has very distinct shaped lips in the movie. And there's a little chin. There's a little very nice attention to detail in this sculpt. A little bit of a paint bleed right there where the hair attaches. More noticeable on camera than off for once. That side is good. Yeah, that side is pristine. Sorry, you can see by the size of my hand how big she actually is. But it's a good sculpt, a very good sculpt. Good choice of a cloth to use for that. To get her out, I guess we can just undo this a little bit. I really hate messing with the cloth goods because their longevity is in question. But come on. So you can see already that I'm afraid that's gonna, those holes are gonna open them up. I mean, we're mainly gonna be viewing her from the front, so it's not that big of a deal. It's weird for me to be undressing her, but this is gonna be par for the course, or this part of the course of the figure here, because of we want to see something. There we go. Now, number one, you see how her head came out. It's a very interesting pegging situation. It's not your normal head. This sculpt, I could see them reusing it with some slight modifications for a mummy figure. And I like the, how do I say this? The under sexualization of the sculpt. How it's more realistic proportions as opposed to overly idealistic in our modern day. Rarely is anyone going to pose her like this, but here we can actually get our maneuvers. It's only a single jointed elbow. She seems, I gotta switch heads, I'm sorry. She seems horrified that I'm manipulating. She's got an ab crunch swivel. Because of how they articulated and how they sculpted this. She has no kickback. Kick forward, yeah. Knee, yeah, because she's been about yay far back. Would she be able to sit? Yeah. Yeah. We do have ankle swivels and our normal ankle joint. So we can get some ankle rotation out of there and maneuvers. Interesting enough, there is no hole in the bottom of the feet to get her to stand up. But she balances very well, so I don't think we're gonna need a stand. Let's look there. But usually there's a peg hole, a little probably 3mm peg hole to peg her into a stand. But she stands just fine, just right there. All right, let's get her dressed back up. We'll take the head off. And we'll put this back on. Let's see how easy it is to take this on and off. Like I said, this is gonna stay on. And I'm glad they went with all this detailing. They could have just done like a plain plain body underneath there with very little detailing. It's like dressing your kid. But they went with doing all the strapping, the wraps. So I find that admirable. Or they could have done the sculpt could have been. That's come out. Just I had fear these have come out already. Let's put the plain relaxed head in there. And I'll have to mess with that later off screen. That won't be interesting watching me do that. We can tighten up what we have. But yeah, I like what they did with how they did it. I don't usually like cloth goods on my figures. But for this one, it works. It works well. Because you have that see-through effect with the sheer fabric. Like I said, they could have just sculpted this and it would have been weird, but it would have been fine. But I like this. All right. So there's The Bride of Frankenstein. That's what's in today's box. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button if you haven't already, and hit subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I will be getting, continue to get this line of Marvel of Universal Monsters NECA figures. So stay tuned for that. But as always, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.